Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tabor College. And we're sorry we're usually on a few minutes earlier, but we've had some difficulty with the YouTube stream, but we're up and running now. We did have an outage the other day, and our computer in the control tower went out, and we're not sure if something just didn't get reset correctly in time or not, but we're up and running, and we appreciate you joining us. Tonight's matchup is a non-conference matchup between the visiting Panhandle State University Aggies out of Goodwell, Oklahoma, and Tabor College. You can see as Panhandle State comes in here with a record of 0-0 under first-year coach Julie Allen. They have not played yet this year, so that record is correct. They've had some issues down there and what they could and could not do, and now they can play, and they're up here for their first match. You can see Tabor's got a 6-3 overall record, and they are 1-0 in conference play. Their match the other day with Bethel and Avila did get kind of postponed. It was supposed to be a try up in Kansas City. And Avila could not play, but we went down to Bethel and played a JV and a varsity match and won down there. So we're 1-0 in the conference. And we'll take a look at conference standings here in a little bit after we get some action underway here. Panhandle State, the visitors down from Goodwell, they will be serving first. And they're up on the Blue Jays 1-0 here to start this contest. We will set the starters for both teams for you here in a little bit, either at a timeout or in between sets, but we will get those set for you as well. Wearing with the set pass over to Rhodes. Barta puts it down. The Aggies keep it up off the floor. And there's Carmazin and Burns, two of the JUCO transfers in here, using their length, putting the ball down on our side, on the Aggies side. I'm trying to get my bearings here as well as we're trying to get everything going, and we got Barta back to serve now for the Blue Jays. Tabor down 2-1 here early, set number one. Good job by Rhodes, keep that off the floor. Queering passes it over. Blue Jays will be playing some defense, and Rhodes on the floor once again sets it up. Queering just a little wide. 3-1. Panhandle State here again early going to set number one. Nice job by the Blue Jays getting the ball back on their side with a quick set for Burns. She puts that away. You see Dirksen coming into the lineup now, and out goes Tori Maldonado, our libero, and Burns will be back to serve. Tabor down 2-3, and Burns is serve into the net. We'll see Maldonado check right back in, and Burns will have a seat. These two teams did play last year. That's the only time, at least in the last several years, that I know of that we have played the Aggies. We did defeat them last year in 4, I believe it was, at Hutchinson in the largest NAIA volleyball tournament in the country. This year we did not have that because of COVID, but it's quite a tournament over at Hutch. The Fall Classic there the KCAC puts on. So Tabor and the Aggies have played once before. Tip keeps the ball up. Rhodes now with the pass over to Queering. That time she doesn't miss. Right down the middle of the back. The Aggies can't get a finger on it. And Tabor's tied it up. Serving now, Cami Steinbacher for the Blue Jays. Sends it over. Nice errant pass from Panhandle State. That should be 2. Yes, it is. Number 21, Kennedy Jones, a 5'9" sophomore from Garland, Texas, couldn't quite get it over and reached up and hit it again. So that's 2. Tabor with their first lead of the night, 5-4. Steinbacher with a nice serve over. Tell you, watching both teams warm up, they both have some hitters. Of course, Tabor, everybody knows Queering. That time she pulls the fast one on him and dumps it over. Tabor has several, and I'll tell you, watching Panhandle State warm up, Brandon and I were up here, our cameraman, we were talking a little bit about how they have some hitters, so our defense is going to definitely have to be on their toes tonight. And there's one of those big hitters. That's number 5. Excuse me, number 6, Mckenna Clement, 6'2" freshman from Brazil. We're going to keep it here. We will hear from our sponsors later, but let's go ahead and throw up our starting lineups. If you guys up top can hear me, we'll go ahead and set those for us at this timeout. Let's take a look at Tabor's starting lineup first. As a little bit different lineup tonight. We see number 2, Barta, number 3, Rhodes, 6, Carmazin, 11, Quiring, and 15, Burns. Rounding out the starting lineups for the Blue Jays, number 16, Dirksen, and then the libero, Tori Maldonado, the freshman. Head coach Mike McNeil, assisted by Frizzell and Garcia. McNeil is in his first season. And let's set the starters for Panhandle State. Number 6, she's a freshman, Anna Pimenta. A junior, number 7, Leslie Galarza. Jaden Gormley, number 9, a junior. Kennedy Jones, I mentioned earlier, a sophomore, number 21, and Essence West, number 23. Rounding out the starters for the Aggies is number 24, Andrea Santayo. The libero is number 0, Ashley Sanchez. And, of course, Julie Allen is their coach, the first-year coach, just like McNeil. They are the Aggies out of Goodwill, Oklahoma, and they play in the Sooner Athletic Conference. They were a Division II school, NCAA Division II, and they've dropped back down to NAIA. And there's our lineups for tonight's matchup. So we appreciate you staying with us. So we're getting caught up here as Steinbacher puts the ball back in play. That time pulls a changeup on him, hits a short one, as Cammie's doing an excellent job of mixing it up deep and short, keeping them off their toes. Tabor now up to an 8-4 lead, doubled up the Aggies up to this point. Dirksen, second try, gets it to go down. Good effort there by number 23, West, and the libero, 0, Sanchez. Neither one could come up with Dirksen's shot to the back row, and Tabor now expanding their lead 9-4. Kind of a knuckleball by Steinbacher that time. The Aggies will just send it over. Tabor Rhodes, that's a tough set, but a good one. Quiring. Nice play there by the Aggies, keeping Quiring's attack off the ground. And we see for the first time tonight, number 9, Melody Valencia checking in, and number 20, Brittany Hebert. They'll replace Steinbacher and Rhodes. McNeil changing up a little thing tonight. Still early in the season, trying to find the best combinations. I'm talking with a couple of the ladies earlier in the season. They're pretty excited about this year. Really like Coach McNeil and what he's bringing to the program, and working extremely hard, and they're off to a really good start. Tabor still on top, but the Aggies now stringing a couple of points together here. Let's see if we can get the momentum shut down. That's going to go out. Good eye there by both Maldonado and Quiring. Tabor up 10-6. Quiring to serve. Again, if you haven't tuned into this year or watched much volleyball, there are a few changes. The teams will not switch sides at all. With all the COVID guidelines, they'll stay on their side. They don't have handshakes before or after. They kind of wave at each other. And a lot of the officials have electronic whistles. Tonight's guys, the one up top, he has his regular whistle. The one down below has an electronic whistle. See what Tabor can do with the free ball over this time. Barta with a nice shot. Haley Barta's brought a really nice game to the Blue Jays this year. She likes that left side. Attacks that across court quite a bit. Just does an outstanding job. Back set by the Aggies. Query keeps it alive. Maldonado and Barta. She'll get another shot. The ball's tipped, kept off the floor. That's a nice put away there by number 23, Essence West. She's a 5'5" sophomore from Dallas, Texas. Not much the Blue Jays could do with that. Sometimes they just make a good play and you got to just regroup and see if you can shut it down on the next point. Serve there by Jones, just out. She got a lot of drop on that ball. Really come over the net and down low, but it was a little wide. Hebert and Valencia check back out for Tabor. Back to serve, number 3, Emma Rhodes. You saw the Aggies try the little fake set and dink it over a couple of points ago, and Emma serving, she does a very good job of that when she's setting. So that's something to keep an eye on as the match wears along. Maldonado to Rhodes. Let's see if we can put something away here. It's Carmazin. I'm not for sure if I think everybody fooled everybody there. I'm not sure who was expecting the ball. Barta across court just a little wide. Ball's out. Tabor still up by 3, 13-10. Substitution Galarza comes in, replacing number 17, Toribio. Toribio, a taller gal, a 6 foot tall, and she's their setter. And you don't see that often on this level. But she's been doing a pretty good job. Taylor Burns with the swing just a little wide as well. So Tabor maybe trying to get a little fine with some of their shots here, as the Aggies have kept it off the floor a little bit on some of our attacks. But we'll settle in here before long and find the holes in their defense. Carmazin with the attack, ball down, sends it back over to the Blue Jays. Puts Tabor on top 14-11 here in set number 1. Nice serve by Barta. That's knocked out of bounds. I'd like to thank our people up in the studio. We've got Riley Ballou Lingstad up there. He's running all the camera angles there for you and cutting things together. And Nathan Alpers is going to bring you some replays. We've also got Brandon Riggles here running our hero camera here in the gym. And we've got 2 other cameras up mounted around, give us some different angles. Good job by Shea to keep that alive. Queering pushes it over and into a hole in the back. A point for the Blue Jays, 16-11 Tabor, set number 1. Burns winds up this time. Sends it over in play. Aggies playing good defense, keep it off the floor. Trying again this time. Burns still not for sure. I think there's where we heard the electronic whistle, but you don't hear it. Aggies not complaining, so they must know what's going on. 17-11. In to serve for the Aggies, number 11, Gracie Souza, 5'6" freshman out of Nevada, Texas. Sends over to Quering. And Quering, hey, we'll take it. I think she'll be the first one to mend. A little lucky there. Didn't make the best pass, but did rotate into position, hit it quickly, and the set by Rhodes was just good enough to where she get enough on it and send it over. Burns back to serve for the Blue Jays, up 6, 18-12. And that sails deep. We got timeout Blue Jay, or timeout on the floor. Blue Jays up 19-13. Let's hear from our sponsors.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store-All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store-All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsboro and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store-All, the solution for your storage problems.
All right, we're back with you here at Tabor College. Tabor up 19-13 here in set number 1. Coach Julie Allen asking the official here on the floor a question, and he says something. She shakes her head yes, and I think we're ready to roll. 19-13, Steinbacher back. She rattled off, I believe, 3 or 4 straight points for us earlier to kind of get us above the hump there, and we were kind of tied with them. We're down 1. So let's see if she can rattle off enough here to really give us some separation. Again, we cannot hear the whistle from the official. This electronic whistle they have, we cannot hear it. Earlier he was showing me they have 3 different settings on it, and the one is a Fox 40, and you can hear that. I don't think he's got that set, because that's twice now the teams have both didn't know what was going on. They could not hear it. So 20-14, Steinbacher does pick up 1 for the Blue Jays. Tabor still up. Quering. Oh, nice dig by Maldonado, and then Quering punches it over just wide. Tabor's to 21st, which is always a good sign, but you would definitely like to keep it moving. You don't want the Aggies to get any closer, as it's 20-15 right now. Both teams just kind of playing a little defense right now. Can't get a clean shot. Dirksen sends it to the back row. And that one's over and down on the Tabor side. So 20-16 now. Tabor's still on top, but the Aggies closing in. Quering gets that one to drop over right in front of the blockers. They can't quite do anything with it. It goes down on the Aggie side. Tabor now up 21-16. That's a big point. Get off that 20. And we see Queering back to serve for Tabor, up 5. Nice job by Dirksen. Aggies were sucking up to the net. When she realized it, didn't try to do too much with it, just hit a nice firm shot to the back row out of the reach. Tabor now 3 points away from the set. And that's out. It's 23-16 Tabor. Down by the Aggies. We see number 23, West, check back in. West, again, a 5'5" sophomore out of Dallas, but really put some mileage behind, miles per hour behind the ball when she winds up. So let's see if we can't get this shut down here. So Tabor now on top 23-18. Yeah, taking a little bit of time to wipe up the floor there. Rhodes just doing it all. She'll serve, she'll set, she'll mop up the floor. True team player. Queering with the pass to Rhodes and the serve set to Dirksen. Oh, that looked like a push. Queering says, I'll take care of it. She puts it to the back row. And now Tabor 1 point away. Maldonado puts the ball in play. Nice job by Burns with the block. That's going to go out. Tabor's going to pull the first one out, 25-18. Nice job by the Blue Jays, and we're going to hear from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with you.
Create an estate plan that values what you value. The Biblical Estate Design Service from MB Foundation is a will planning service that brings your faith into the process of preparing a God-honoring estate plan. Many donors of Tabor College have used this service to create their plan and have chosen to leave a gift to the college, a gift that will have a lasting impact on future generations of Tabor students. Learn more at mbfoundation.com/Tabor and get started on your plan today.
MB Foundation, giving meaning to money.
All right, and we're back with you here, and at the first set, Tabor took 25-18 over the Aggies out of Oklahoma Panhandle State, and I'm joined now by Dr. Greg Zilke. I asked him, what's your official title? As we have a lot of those, he says, put her out of fires, husbands, do everything, but he runs our fine arts department. We'll call it that. How about that?
That's right.
So, Greg, this is back your third year here at Tabor,
That's
correct?
Right. Yes.
Explain a little bit about what your duties are here at Tabor.
Well, I have to coordinate the activities in the fine arts and the various things that our students do, but also have a control of things that happen in terms of guest artists. We love to bring in people that would be involved and help to minister and serve our public here in Hillsboro and the surrounding community. So we have a concert series that we bring in artists. And of course now with COVID, it's been a little bit tricky to pull that off.
Right.
But it's been really great. We had our first concert last night in our concert series. And of course our student performances are really a highlight of everything that we do all the time. And so homecoming season is big because we have not only the theater department that's really active, and the music department will also be performing. So we have really great activities planned for homecoming.
Well, I know last year we got to work on Sidewalk Prophets. That was a highlight for me because that's my favorite band. So that was awesome. But you talked a little bit about homecoming. I know my daughter's already told me to get tickets to the concert in the morning.
Yeah.
Right. So talk a little bit about the concert. What is that? Where is that going to be? What time?
So it's just outside of the Sherry Fleming Center for the Arts. We decided to do it outside, weather permitting, of course. And it just allows people to come, and we don't have to be quite as diligent with our social distancing and insisting on people wearing masks and so forth. And there's actually a really nice performing space just outside to the east there. So we'll do our concert there, and the concert choir will sing, the chamber voices will perform, and the jazz band will play as well.
Good. And then you also have the play that night, and tell us the title of that.
It's Frankenstein, the radio play. And radio plays are not that prevalent anymore. I mean, it used to be that people would enjoy getting around the radio and hearing a story told. And so this is that very style of presentation. Only people can attend it live and actually see what happens on stage as the actors, of course, are voicing their parts, but all the sound effects are done live. So instead of being done virtually or with some kind of digital effects, so closing doors and walking feet, and it's just really cool.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but they're actually going to put that on the radio this year, correct? And what station is that? Do you know?
It's Radio Kansas. It's the public radio station out of Hutchinson. So yeah, they reached out to us because we're sponsors, and they do spots for us. So it's really cool. They reached out to us and said, "Well, this is perfect. We're a radio station, and so we can have that." That'll be October 31.
Okay. So it'll be a little bit after. They're going to, this weekend, the 10th.
Yeah.
And before I let you go, one other thing people may not know, Greg likes to sing for us, and he's going to sing the anthem that day. Talked to him to that today at homecoming during the match with Bethel, so the football game with Bethel. So we'll get to that as well. So we'll go back to some action here, but I'll visit with Greg in a minute while we go. Anything else going on, Greg, upcoming anyway that we need to know about in the Fine Arts Department, or is that pretty much touch on everything?
The first part of the semester, that does touch on everything. We do have concerts to close the semester. One unusual thing, because of the situation we live in right now, we're not doing a live performance of Messiah.
Okay.
So we're going to postpone that to some time, obviously. But we're going to re-premiere the performance from last year.
Okay, good.
And so people can enjoy the very fine performance that we had from last Christmas time. And that's going to be on December 6th.
Good. Well, we appreciate all you do, Greg, and I know we've worked with you on getting tickets for all of our events this year with something, and Greg's been instrumental in helping that, getting tickets to like today's volleyball match. If you bought a ticket, Greg gets on there and he puts all that on there for us and answers a lot of questions, I'm sure, as does his staff in the box office. So, Greg, thanks for joining me and talking about our Fine Arts Department a little bit, a very important part of our campus, and we just love everything here on our campus, our sports, our fine arts, everything, and we just thank you for joining us.
Very good.
Thanks, Greg. You bet. And we'd like to thank Dr. Greg Zilke for joining us here at break number 1. He does a tremendous job for us over in our Fine Arts Center, putting on plays, like he said, and concerts and different productions, and we just really enjoy that. And set 1 here starting, or excuse me, set 2 is starting just about like set 1 did. Oklahoma State, or Oklahoma Panhandle State, excuse me. They go by Oklahoma Panhandle State, and I'm just going to call them Panhandle State. Jumped out to a little bit of a lead. And Tabor came back and took control, and right now Tabor back on top 4-3. Here in the early goings of set number 2. Good job by Barta keeping that ball alive. Querying back to serve for Tabor once again. She's rattled off a couple of points in a row here now and doubled up the Aggies 6-3. And that one's blocked out of bounds. You see number 17, Toribio, checking back in for Galarza. There's that set I was talking about now. They did just keep it off the floor, but Rhodes very good with that. She doesn't give it away. Very good with keeping her shoulders squared, and at the last minute just dumping it over. Give the Aggies credit. Some of the hitting we were talking about earlier from the Aggies. They do have some girls who can wind up and put some good pace behind the ball. Now Pimenta, the 6'2" freshman from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, from the Rock School. There's a name for you, the Rock School. Sends that one a little deep, but she hit the rock a little too hard. Tabor up 7-6. Again, if you're just joining us, the Blue Jays did take set number one in a good match, 25-18. Maldonado sending that back deep on the Aggie side. Bart a little frustrated here. A lot of success set number one. This time she's had a couple set back her way. She's got to keep her head up. She's playing well. She'll make an adjustment here with coach's help for too long and get back on track. 7-7, Aggies to serve. See Carmazin checking back in for Steinbacher. And that one's going to hit the antenna and go over to Tabor. I'd like to think we didn't get many of our workers mentioned tonight, so I'd like to mention a couple this time. I think obviously our officials really do a pretty good job when they come over here. We have James Ewert and John Lee calling the match for us this evening. James up on top and John down on the floor. Maddie Ediger and Meg Cookoff are ball rollers, keeping things moving here. I always say practicing their bowling skills on the far side. Keeping the balls ready to go for these ladies so they can play. And good job by Burns. Winds up and sends it to the back row. Through the hands of Kennedy Jones, couldn't quite corral it. Of course, we got Lance Carter and his crew down there tonight. Kiera Shuey and Sammy Joe Peterson working the stats. Mike James on the PA and Joey Witkowski on the clock and running the game time. And Holly McNeil and Jara Osborne will be doing our stats for us this evening as we see Jaden Korf coming in for her first action of the evening, replacing Barta. Probably a good move there by Coach. Let's give Barta a little bit of time to come off. I'm going to talk to her a little bit. Said a little earlier, Haley was a little frustrated, but you know, this is college volleyball. People are going to make adjustments, and she'll make hers as well. It's Carmazin with a nice cross-court attack, puts that ball down, gives Tabor 11-9 lead. Dirksen checked back in as Maldonado gets a breather. Burns back to serve for the Blue Jays. And Korf misplays that one just a little. Sends it deep. Maldonado now back in for Burns. Jaden Korf last year just got better and better as the year went along. So we'll see if she can find her rhythm this evening. Nice pass to Rhodes. Dirksen. The attack. Aggies keeping it off the floor. We're with an athletic move. Punch that over left-handed. A couple matches ago, Querion made probably what I would think would be the most athletic move I've ever seen in a volleyball match. As she dove from the back towards the middle of the court to send the ball over. The opponent thought they had a clear shot and pushed it to the back. Without even thinking, she just turns, jump backwards, hit the ball back overhead to the middle. Just an amazing play. Good job by Dirksen with the block. Sends that attempt straight over and down the hole on the Aggies defense. Tabor now up 13-10. Steinbach can roll off 3 or 4 more here in a row. Would be nice. Nice job by Cammie. Good job. Blue Jays now up 4. And let's hear a word from our sponsor.
Hillsboro Ford is your local, family-owned and operated full-service Ford dealer, serving Marion County and the surrounding areas. Come and see us at Hillsboro Ford for all of your automotive needs. Whether it's purchasing a new or used vehicle or visiting our well-trusted service department, our staff is committed to give you a top-notch experience. We service every make and model and can handle all service jobs, including tires. We're at 202 South Main Street in downtown Hillsboro and online at hillsborofordks.net. Hillsboro Ford, where service makes the difference.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsboro and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini
Steinbacher now puts the ball back into play as Tabor opened up a 14-10 lead. A good timeout by the Aggies as they stall the Blue Jay momentum, cut the lead down to 3. That ball would have been out. Deflected out as we have a change for liberos for Panhandle State is now Gracie Souza, number 11. Now wearing the gray colored long sleeve jersey for the Aggies. Offset their short sleeve blues. Nice save by Panhandle State. Dirksen off the back set from Rhodes, puts it down. Nice job by both Rhodes and Dirksen. Good timing. Dirksen playing well up front for the Blue Jays. 16-11 Tabor as Querion's back to serve. That time the freshman from Brazil couldn't quite get it up over the net. The set was a little behind her. Tabor now opens up a 6-point lead, 17-11. Querion mixing it up. And that time, no doubt about it, when Jones wound up, she put some steam behind that, and Tabor couldn't handle that at kill. And Now Query, not to be outdone by Rhodes, she's mopping the floor up a little bit, and we're going to put it back into play. Pimenta back to serve for the Aggies, trailing 17-12 here in set number 2. Tabor took the first one, 25-18. Maldonado had a little trouble gauging where that one was going. That ball just kept carrying. It didn't dive down at all. It just kind of kept floating, and she couldn't quite get her feet where she wanted them and hit that out of bounds. So point to the Aggies. There, Tori makes a nice play, sets to Emma. Nice job, gives it to Dirksen. He's hit a couple of good ones there, but that time blocked and sent back over. Now 17-14 Tabor. We'll see Coach McNeil as he's up. We'll see what he does here. As if they get another one, look for him to call a timeout. And that one just short. Just inside the baseline. Now the lead's cut to 1, 17-16. And we'll have a timeout. Blue Jays will take it with them. Tabor leading by 1 set and 1 point in set number 2.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you. Like the friends who come over when a big game is on, the neighbors next door who always bring your favorite buffalo dip, your in-laws who know you need silence during the clutch plays, and everyone who knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Paul Brooks. Paul is here to get to know you and understand your life, so he can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Paul Brooks in Wichita at 316-721-8181.
And we're back with you. Tabor on top, 1-0. Pulled out the first set, 25-18. This set, Tabor opened up a 6-point lead at 17-11, and the Aggies have come storming back at 17-16. Coach McNeil decided he needed to have a little timeout and get his squad gathered back together here. So we'll see if they can handle the serve from Pimenta, 6'2" freshman from Brazil. We'll put the ball back into play. Let's see if Tabor can get this shut down here and avoid a tie match. And a good timeout. Cooled her off. We'll credit that point to Coach McNeil. A good timeout. As Maldonado drops back to serve now, up to 18-16. Tori sends it over. Nice serve deep on the Aggie side. And now that one down. A little miscommunication. The Aggies are trying to work it out. Tabor up 19-16. Tori once again just putting that right to the back. Nice job by the Blue Jays keeping it alive. That ball is out. And timeout by Panhandle State as Jones sends one deep. She's another one who can really put some heat behind it, and she sent that one a little deep. But timeout on the floor. Tabor up by 4.
Create an estate plan that values what you value. The Biblical Estate Design Service from MB Foundation is a will planning service that brings your faith into the process of preparing a God-honoring estate plan. Many donors of Tabor College have used this service to create their plan and have chosen to leave a gift to the college, a gift that will have a lasting impact on future generations of Tabor students. Learn more at nbfoundation.com/Tabor and get started on your plan today.
MB Foundation, giving meaning to money.
And we're back with you as we see a replay of Queering really getting up in the air. That overhead camera, that's on our backboard of our basketball goal. And here's one from the Hero Cam. Brandon Riggles is running for us. They've got some slow motion with the replays going here. And we see one with Carmazin going down. Another one from that overhead camera. I believe that's the same shot we just saw. You see the angle really shows where the holes are on the floor. So we're back to action here with you. Maldonado back to serve. Tabor up 20-16. Let's see if they can't keep it going. They were up 17-11. The Aggies came back 17-16. And the timeout worked for the Blue Jays, and they widened their lead back out here a little bit. Oh, good effort by Barden. I believe she got her hand under that, but couldn't get it high enough for any other Blue Jay to get there. Tabor now on top by 3, 20-17 here in set number 2. High soft serve sent over, Queering to Rhodes. Barda now winds up. She'll get another attempt. That time pushes it deep. And that time the 6-foot setter just used her height to push it down on Tabor's side. Tabor up 2, 2018 here, set number 2. That is Sanchez, who was their libero the first set. Serving, Barda winds up that time and hits it deep. Tabor still up 1, 2019. Barda to Rhodes, back set to Burns, trying to throw them off a little bit. Nice job. Oh, that's a nice play by Panhandle State. Give them credit there. That looked like it was definitely going to Tabor. And Burns hits it long. The tie match, the tie set, I should say, 20-20. Sanchez sends it over once again to Queering. Pass it to Rhodes. Burns. Steinbacher keeps it up. And again, the electronic whistle is just not, we cannot hear it. So the ball's over as Aggies are called in the net. Rhodes now back to serve for Tabor, leading 21-20. Keeping that live. Carmazin to Barda. They were going to play some defense again. That time can't get to it. As the big hitters for the Aggies are coming alive here in the late part of set number 2. And it's 21-all. Served by Kennedy Jones into the net. She's not happy with herself. High toss on that serve. And struck it well, just hit the bottom of the tape and fell on her side. Now we have Barda back, trying to give the Blue Jays set number 2 here, up 22-21. Nice serve. That time West. Hey, she's only 5'5", boy, she gets up in the air and really hits the ball. 22-all. Galarza back to serve now. 5'6" junior out of El Paso. Maldonado to Rhodes. She's going to hit it to our big hitter Queering, and she does a nice job putting it down. The Aggies keep it up off the floor. We'll get another chance right here. Give it to her again. just dump over, catches Tabor off guard, and gives them a critical 23-22 lead to the Aggies. Tabor really needs to stop it right here so we do not give them match point opportunity. Maldonado over to Rhodes and Burns. That's going to be a set point to the Aggies. Tabor has not dropped a set here at home this year. This 22-24, Panhandle State looking to take set number 2 after dropping set 1. And they do, 25-22. Panhandle State steals the second one after trailing most of that set, as many as 17-11. We'll take a break and be right back with you with our president, Dr. Jules Glanzer.
Panzer Chiropractic Clinic is a supporter of Tabor College and proud to treat our Tabor students and athletes. Panzer Chiropractic Clinic offers affordable chiropractic care for the entire family. We offer spinal adjustments and cold laser therapy, decompression and flexion distraction therapy, and are board certified in acupuncture as well as DOT certified. Come see us at 122 South Main Street in Hillsboro or call Panzer Chiropractic Clinic for an appointment today at 620-947-3157.
We're back with Dr. Jules Glanzer, and Jules just probably our #1 sports fan on the campus. I would have to say he's at about everything. So first of all, Dr. Glanzer, give us a little bit about, I know everybody's worried about COVID and everything and all this, and we've had a few things, but give us a little update on what's going on there and how we're handling that.
We've had a great week and a great month. Right now we have 0 isolations on campus. We have 0 quarantines on campus. It's been over 4 weeks since we've had a new case and 2 weeks since we've had no cases on campus at all. So we have gone from 22 isolations and 97 in quarantine to 0. And that is really, and there's a lot of people who have worked hard, and the systems that we put in place and the protocols all have really worked, and it is just, we are thankful to the Lord and everybody has worked so hard to make it. Our whole process here was pray hard and tie up your horse at night.
Yeah.
And that's what we've been doing.
Well, I know there's been a lot of people. If I asked you to name any of them, I know that's too big of a task. That we have a lot of people that we wouldn't mention that we probably should. But the campus in general, from the students to your team that has just put the plan into place and executed, has done an outstanding job. And I know that everybody's thankful to you guys for that.
They have, and the partnership that we have with Marion County Health Department and with the local community hospital and with the city of Hillsboro, all of those working together, and Viviture, our insurance provider, being able to set up a COVID lab on campus, and all the people working together. It has been a genuine partnership. And then the students have been very responsive to what we asked them to do, and the faculty and staff, and particularly Rusty Allen has been kind of the COVID czar along the way, and he's really put a lot of energy into it, and Frank has taken care of the academic side, and Amir, the student services side, and it's just gone well and smooth and a lot of work. There were some weeks that that's all we did,
right,
was work with COVID.
Right.
But we hope it's behind us, but we know it'll be coming again, and so we continue to be diligent and try and make the best we can.
Well, now we'll shift to something not COVID. We'll shift to something kind of fun, and that's our athletic programs. I know you've watched quite a few things already here on campus. You're at every volleyball match, I believe, that we've had so far in football games. And boy, our volleyball team, how impressed are you with them?
They are looking good. I thought they had the second one in the bag, and all of a sudden it slipped away for them. But they are good. I'm really impressed with our new coach and what he's doing, and I don't know much about the game, but he really does.
Yeah.
And he has his girls loving him, and he loves them, and they are working hard. He knows the game, and it's been really fun to watch them play and the dynamics that they have on the court. And I think they're 1-0 in conference,
right,
and 6-3.
That's correct.
Tonight.
Yep,
so,
that's correct. And that's actually, I just mentioned, that's the first set we've lost at home this year.
That is true.
So but they led it, and but this is a good squad we're playing here. We did play them last year, and it was 4 sets, so probably the same. One other thing I want to mention to everybody at home, and I know you're pretty excited from what I hear, is that we hired a new cross country coach, a young man, Ryland,
yes.
and what I know you interviewed him. What do you think about Ryland?
Man, may his tribe increase.
Yep.
Really a solid follower of Christ and a very personality of recruiting, and knows the game. And he has built a chemistry with his team that has been really significant already.
Right.
Watching him in the cafeteria and other places. And he did it as a GA, so who knows what he can do.
Exactly.
He kept talking about 67 athletes on his team. That would really be great to
That's
have.
a bunch. Yeah, today he was eating lunch with them at the grill, a bunch of them. So I've been able to go recruit with him a couple times because he's recruited some kids where I come from in high school, and he's gotten a couple of them, and he's still after. But just seeing him at work, he does a great job. So
anybody that loves running, I take my hat off to.
I hear you. They say, I only ran 5 miles. I was like, I ran 5 steps to the fridge, maybe. That's about as far as I like to go. But well, Dr. Glanzer, thanks for joining us. We know that you love all of our athletic programs and our fine arts programs, and the support you give them all does not go unnoticed. I know that the players see you here, and that means a lot to them. So thanks for being a big supporter and taking time to visit.
It's always an honor to be a part of Tabor and watch our team.
Great. Thanks a lot.
Sure.
And we
watch the debate, but
just talking with President Glanzer a little bit. Talking with President Glanzer there, and he said, I thought I'd go and watch the debate, but he's going to stay here and watch the volleyball team, so that's probably a good thing. We can tape the debate and watch it later. But right now, Tabor up 4-0 here in set number 3. They dropped that second set after leading by as many as 6. We'll see how this team responds. Oh, nice job by Barta. Almost just slung that attack right back over to the Aggies side. Just caught the net. We'll see how the Blue Jays respond. They're young as far as playing together. This is only their 10th match together. So they're young as in playing together. They've got quite a few juniors, a few seniors. So we'll see how they respond. So far pretty well, 4-1. And that's going to go out. So the ball goes back over to the Blue Jays. We see Taylor Burns back to serve now. Burns, nice serve. Had to hit something in the center. I couldn't quite see because the banner, but the Aggie player was tracking it, and then all of a sudden took a sharp right, and the ball was on the floor. So Tabor taking control here in the early going. Nice job by Burns. Taylor Burns, a transfer from Northeastern Community College, originally from Aurora, Colorado, a 6-foot junior. And right now, Tabor's on a roll, 8-1. Let's hear from our sponsor.
Since 1962, the Eitzen Agency has specialized in insurance for churches, colleges, and faith-based ministries. As an independent insurance agency representing Brotherhood Mutual and other fine companies, they can find the right policy for you at the best price. For more information, call the Eitzen Agency at 800-375-2553 or go online to EitzenAgency.com. That's EITZEN agency.com. The Eitzen Agency, proudly supporting Tabor College athletics for 3 generations. There's a new Vive in town. Experience it with our crazy fast internet speeds from our fiber-backed network. Whew! Finally, a broadband connection that can keep up with you. Need a customized solution to power your business with phone, internet, or managed services? Say hello to Vive. We're here to simplify your life with technology that works. See how at ViveBroadband.com. That's VYVE broadband.com. It's time to turn your Vive on.
And we're back with you as Tabor on top 8-1 here in set number 3 as Burns has really been hot. Has the hot hand serving. Barta makes a nice pass over to Rhodes. Waring just couldn't get it to drop down. She had to make an adjustment and just try to hit it over. And just a little deep as that kind of breaks the momentum. Tabor still up by 6, 8-2. Carmazin with the tip. And there's not a lot you can do with that. 6'2" girl gets up in the air and winds up, and she's going to hit it straight down. You can just hope you can get a hand or a foot or something on it to keep it up off the floor. Credit the Aggies for that one. 6-8-3 Tabor. Queering past to Rhodes. Queering hustled back up. See if Tabor can do something with the ball over this time as Carmazin. Nice job there. I couldn't quite tell if that was Dirksen or Queering. Nonetheless, it was a Blue Jay. Puts the ball over on their side. Tabor now up 9-3. There's one of our camera angles. It's a cool angle to look from. The bad thing is you can't see the baseline, but you can see everything else. Maldonado sets to Rhodes. Queering. That time the Aggies can't go it squared up on the block, knock it out of bounds. And Steinbacher back to serve for Tabor. I'd like to thank Chris Glanzer and his crew for getting all of our cameras up. I know Wayne Cleaver was in here and Kyler Clausen was in here, setting some different camera angles for us this year. Instead of just the 2 for volleyball, we've got 4. And Dirksen with the put away there. (11-4) Blue Jays on top as McNeil stepping out and giving out some instructions. Pimenta puts it into play. That time Dirksen with the off the back set of Rhodes can't quite handle it. Hear the whistle down there as the Blue Jay in the net. Short serve there by the Aggies this time. Pass over to Query. Once again, the Aggies can't quite square up on it. Block it out of bounds. Tabor back up, doubling the Aggies at this point. 12-6 here in set 3. One set apiece, as you can see on your scoreboard there from home. Sanchez, who is the libero in game number 1, or set number 1, has changed, and now last set and this set both just playing in a regular rotation. We're into Rhodes, and she puts it up to Barta. Nice job, a little adjustment there Haley made. Took a little off. You see right here a nice replay. She winds up, puts it right in the gap and down. Maldonado with the serve. Jones that time takes a little something off, dumps it over to a hole in the Blue Jay defense. And Tabor up 13-8. She's got that high toss. And again, in the net. That time in the middle of the net. Last time it was kind of right below the tape. We see Carmazin replacing Steinbacher for Coach McNeil and the Blue Jays. Tabor starting to take advantage of some miscues on the blocking attempts by Panhandle State, and they're now 16-8 here in set number 3. Let's see if the Blue Jays kind of keep their foot on the gas here. Is not that they let up last time, but up 17-11. They couldn't hold it in set number 2. So this is close to the same area, 16-9 now. Maldonado with the pass to Rhodes, short set to Burns. She's done a really nice job, Taylor has, with that tonight. And the ball drops over for the Blue Jays. As Tabor up 17-9, Barta back to serve once again. Nice serve by Haley. Good job by Rhodes to read that and get over in the gap. Query knocks it over. And that time, the big 6'2" Brazilian puts it away. That was a fantastic play, though, by Emma Rhodes. Read that ball, got right where she needed to be to keep it alive and give the Blue Jays a chance. Just got to credit the Aggies for a nice effort, cutting the lead 17-10. Nice set by Rhodes, right for Burns. They were working on that a little bit earlier. I watched when I was in the gym. They were kind of that little short set, but pushing it towards the net, kind of leading Burns to where she wanted to hit it. And we have a timeout 18-10 Tabor. We're going to keep it here. A few announcements, just a couple reminders. Again, if you are coming to Tabor for an event, you do need a ticket if it's volleyball or football. Soccer, you do not, but if you go to tabor.edu/tickets, find your event, and you can go ahead and buy a ticket for $5. Visitors are not allowed in the gym, but we do allow visitors at the football field or the soccer games. If you have a lifetime pass or a Blue Jay backer, you should know. You can call the athletic department. They can tell you how to get your ticket for free. But you do have to have a ticket to get in the events. Also, if you are traveling to watch our Blue Jays, no matter what sport it is on the road, if you go to kcacsports.com, that's kcacsports.com, there's a COVID-19 button. If you click on that, every institution in the KCAC is supposed to have submitted and keep up to date any guidelines that you may need. So if you want to go watch our volleyball team, for example, I'm not even for sure if they play at Bethany, but say they play at Bethany or wherever they may be playing, you can click on that kcacsports.com, COVID-19, scroll down a little bit, and you can find the guidelines, whether or not they allow fans from opposing teams, if you need to get a ticket, or what the protocol is. So if you do that for any activities, you can do that. Now, basketball, I know is coming up, and the seasons are really going to overlap more this year than they have. Those are not on there yet, I don't believe, for most schools, but all your fall, soccer, volleyball, football, they're all on there. So it's kind of a one-stop shop for you. You don't have to try to call Tabor or the school we're going to or wherever. You certainly can call us. We'll help you any way we can here at Tabor. But if you go to the kcacsports.com, that'll help you out. So out of the timeout, Burns sends it a little long. Nice athletic play there by Queering. Good job by Barta keeping it off the floor. Rhodes. They were just kind of playing some defense right now. That should have been called. According to Coach McNeil. That one definitely was called. She was facing the other way and got the ball over. Steinbacher coming back in for Arkamazin. She'll go back to serve. Tabor up 19-11. So far so good. Last set, again, they were up 17-11 and just kind of couldn't quite put it away. But right now, 19-11 with one of our better servers for the night up. Queering with a shoulder to keep it off the floor. Barta into the net. 19-12 Tabor leading by 7 here in set number 3. Barta with the pass to Rhodes. Queering sends it over. That one is in the net, and that's going to be down. I'm not sure if Rhodes was kind of looking around, and I'm not sure what she thought was going on or just didn't quite see what happened. But that ball goes long. 20-13 Blue Jays. Tabor has an opportunity here. Dirksen just slaps it over. We've had some nice points tonight. This isn't one of them, I'm just going to be honest. And that ball goes out. As neither side could really get a handle on what was going on. Neither team could really get the ball past and set and have a good attack opportunity. Sometimes you just got to outlast your opponent. And the Aggies did that time, drawing within 6 of the Blue Jays. 20-14 Tabor. Sanchez serve for Panhandle State. Maldonado with the pass to Rhodes. Barta couldn't quite keep it alive after the block back over. Now it's 20-15. Tabor needs to get a stop right here. Shut down this Aggie momentum. Sanchez, not fancy. She just kind of floats it over to the middle. Dirksen that time sends it deep. And timeout Tabor. Tabor on top, 20-16. We'll hear a word from our sponsor this time.
Hillsboro Ford is your local, family-owned and operated full-service Ford dealer, serving Marion County and the surrounding areas. Come and see us at Hillsboro Ford for all of your automotive needs. Whether it's purchasing a new or used vehicle or visiting our well-trusted service department, our staff is committed to give you a top-notch experience. We service every make and model and can handle all service jobs, including tires. We're at 202 South Main Street in downtown Hillsboro and online at hillsborofordks.net. Hillsboro Ford, where service makes the difference.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsboro and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store All, the solution for your storage problems.
And we're back as Blue Jays timeout, trying to stop the momentum here. Sanchez, same thing, soft floater right to the middle. And that one just crawls over, but out. So Tabor catches a break there, 21-16. Maldonado puts it in play, nice serve, low and deep. And that was out. A little missed timing by Jones, and she's been a force really up at the net. That ball was tipped. Burns hit it in the net. And Steinbacher can't quite dig it off the floor. 22-17. Tabor. Queering of the nice attack. And that one's off Panhandle State and out. 23-17. Tabor trying to put this away with Rhodes now back to serve for the Blue Jays. And 23-18. Aggies won't go away. (23-19) as the Aggies still hanging around as McNeil quickly sends Steinbacher in for Kamazin. There's Galarza, 5'6" junior out of El Paso, puts it back into play, and that's going to be out. Big mistake there by the Aggies as she set that one well long. 24-19. keeping it alive are the Aggies, 24-20. Had to make quite an adjustment. Hit that from almost the first row in the bleachers and tried to cut it in. Did go over, but is down a little bit and over and out. So 24-21. Some of the students now getting fired up, trying to get cheerleaders on to a victory here in set number 3. And that is it, as they are in the net. 25-21. Tabor takes it. Set number 3, we will hear a word from our sponsor, and we will have another interview after this.
Sooner or later, you might need some extra storage space. When that day comes, Fleming's Mini Store All is ready and waiting. Fleming's Mini Store All has 5 locations and has been serving the Hillsboro and Marion area since 1990. They've got a variety of storage size options and can even handle boats and RVs. To learn more, just visit FlemingsMiniStoreAll.com or give them a call at 620-382-5550. Fleming's Mini Store All, the solution for your storage problems.
All right, we're back with you, and my pleasure to interview Seth Swiderski, a tight end on our football team, and I asked AD Marty, I said, I always plan two people because I think we're going to win in 3. So this time I had to have Marty. I said, hey, Marty, find me somebody. He sends me Seth. So I didn't rig this. This is my future son-in-law. People don't know, but Marty gives me the thumbs up and says this is who we're going with. So we're glad to have you. Seth, first of all, talk a little bit about our football team. I know we're kind of 0-3 right now, but we made some strides the other day, had McPherson on the ropes. Kind of what's the mood with our squad going into this bye week before we play Bethel?
0-3 is not really a start that anybody expected, but I think that we're really excited. We're really just trying to regather our focus, focusing on fundamentals, focusing on the little things heading into the Bethel week. So I think this week off is really good. We got a couple guys that are banged up and injured, so this will give us some time to just really focus on the fundamentals.
Yeah, and one of those guys banged up a little bit is you, actually. I know your ribs are a little sore. Are they healing up pretty good?
Yeah, I just have a deep bruise. I found out that I didn't have any fractures, so I'm thankful for that. Hopefully we'll get back to practicing in the next few days and just keep the pain low, and we'll go from there.
Good. And I mentioned you're a tight end on the team. You were an all-conference honorable mention player last year. Mm-hmm. And down just past you a little bit, we see Wyatt Bell, one of your roommate and one of your buddies. He's a fellow tight end. You guys have a pretty good group with that tight end group. Talk about them a little bit.
Oh yeah, we got a great group. We got 5 of us that work together with the tight ends. We got me, Wyatt. We have Jerron Usher, who's a transfer here. He's new. He came last spring. This is his first season with us. He's doing a great job. And then we have Ian, who's an incoming freshman, and Johnny, who's also a fullback, who's a transfer. But yeah, I just think we just show up and we just work, and we're lucky to be able to work with Coach D as our position coach as well. So he really dials us in and keeps us locked in, and I think we take whatever the coaches throw at us, and we're just excited to do it.
So we have Bethel coming up. We were supposed to play Otto this week, but they can't play. Going through some of the stuff, our team went through earlier, our soccer team, and the COVID things like that, but we have the week off, then we play Bethel. What's going to be the key? Bethel's pretty good this year. I mean, they're our rival, but they're a pretty good squad. What's going to be one key on offense that you think, and one key on defense? If I can put your coaching hat on, I know you want to go into coaching. Yep. That's going to give us a good chance to win that game.
Offensively, we just have to really not get bored of taking the yards that they give us. I think if we just are able to maintain some drives, put a couple first downs together, keep our defense off the field because they run the triple option, I think we'll be able to help our defense out in that way, and hopefully we'll be able to just make some plays. And then defensively, I know they run the triple option, which is tough to defend, but I know Coach Hill and Coach G have had experience running that as well. So Coach Hill is going to get the defensive guys ready, throw a lot of different fronts at them, a lot of different stunts, and hopefully we can slow them down.
Well, Seth, thanks for joining us. Talk a little bit of football here. We've talked a little bit of our fine arts, and then our president talked, and now we have somebody from the football team. So I always try to bring in some different people, some different things that are happening on campus. We really appreciate you taking some time off of your coffee there, it looks like.
I got free Java days.
There you go. So we appreciate it, and good luck in a week from Saturday.
Yep, I appreciate you having me.
I want to thank Seth Swiderski. He's a tight end on our football team from Michigan. He's been here for a couple of years now, and again was an all-conference player last year, and he does a nice job out there. He plays a little bit of that in that backfield as well for the Blue Jays, a lot of blocking. As was mentioned, Wyatt Bell right down in front of him, the kid from Cimarron, where I came from, going to graduate and go to KU Med School. Just a couple outstanding students and representatives of our football team here. As hopefully, we wish those guys the best of luck as they get ready to play Bethel a week from Saturday in the homecoming game here at Tabor. One-to-one right here as Barta winds up and hits the antenna, so it's going to be 1-2. Tabor up 2-1. As far as sets go, Barta that time from the other side, and it was out, but the Aggies are in the net. Something that we have not seen much of is Barta hitting here from the right side. Volleyball, a pretty spot-specific sport. Barta had a lot of success in the first set. The second set struggled a little bit with the height and the blocking of the Aggies. So Coach McNeil may be trying to move her around just a little bit. Mckenna Brandis checking in for the Blue Jays to serve. She's excited to get out there and get some varsity action in, and hits it just a little long. With a nice play. And a good job by Dirksen putting that away. Barta made a great play off that block. That was a hard attack. The block went deep, and Barta had to really hustle and get her body turned and shoot that to the middle where you do something with it. And Dirksen was the beneficiary in the end. Put it over and down. Served by Steinbacher into the net. Panhandle State up on Tabor here early in the fourth, 6-4. Again, Tabor with a 2-1 lead. Queering with a nice kill. Aggies can't handle it. See the replay there from the overhead camera, and she just right between her hands, right to the chest. You know, it doesn't feel good, I can guarantee you. I've not been hit by one of Aquarians, nor do I want to. That Aggie's a lot tougher than I am, for sure. She's still out there playing. I probably would have been begging for a trainer. Good job by Barta. She's just staying with it, staying with it. You're going to catch your break, you keep swinging. Good job by Haley. Ties this game up at 6. Short serve, but effective. Tabor now rattling off 4 in a row to take a 1-point lead, 7-6. Aquarian serving for the Blue Jays. Another short one. Looks like the Aggies have a few different players in, and Barta sends that one just a little long. Coach Allen probably trying to get a look at some different players there as well. Oh, a little miscommunication by the Blue Jays. Let that one drop. Service there puts the ball back over to the Blue Jays and in the hands of Tori Maldonado. Maldonado, a freshman from Temple, Texas. Nice job by the Blue Jays. Just a little wide. With a pass to Rhodes from Azen. Nice block by the Aggies. Now sends it across to Barta. Good effort by Panhandle State to keep that off the ground. It's going to be called 2 hits. Well, I believe Rhodes, I think that's who was up there. Aggies here in set number 4. So far, Tabor won the first set, 25-18. Dropped the second set, 22-25. And stormed out to a good lead in the third set and won 25-21. Set 4's kind of been back and forth a little bit. Neither team much of a lead, 1 or 2, as we see number 5, Taylor Morrow, checking in for the Blue Jays. I think Coach is probably trying to give the ladies a little bit of a breather here when he can. Morrow, a very good server. It's a little, what I call a little hop serve. Jones, that time, if you were with us earlier, she has a really high toss and has hit that into the net several times. That time she decided to, that time she decided just to stay on the ground and just hit it from there and was a lot more effective. That one's going to go long. (13-11). Tabor trailing by 2. Taylor Burns sends it the Aggies' way. Number 7, Galarza. Puts the ball in play, and Blue Jays have to just send it back over and play defense. Nice job by Maldonado. She just does an excellent job reading the ball, getting where she needs to be, keeping it off the floor. And that one's out. Pimenta really winds up. Again, she's a 6'2" freshman from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And boy, she really winds up. She's got pretty good technique, but just sent that one wide. Steinbacher back to serve now for the Blue Jays. Trailing by 2. Good job by Dirksen clearing. Got squared up on that block. Sent it back over, and nobody in the gap there for the Aggies. So 13-14. Steinbacher. Short serve. Mara with pass to Rhodes. Nice job by Dirksen. Ties this game up at 14. Let's see if Tabor can put together a little bit of a run here, maybe get a little space between them and the visitors from Goodwill, Oklahoma. Another good serve by Steinbacher. She's just really mixing it up. She's kind of had the hot hand serving this evening for Tabor. And we're going to timeout. Aggies will take it with them. Tabor on top, 15-14.
Think about how good it feels when people really get you. Like the friends who come over when a big game is on, the neighbors next door who always bring your favorite buffalo dip, your in-laws who know you need silence during the clutch plays, and everyone who knows about your special post-win fist bump. It's kind of like having a State Farm agent like Paul Brooks. Paul is here to get to know you and understand your life, so he can help make it easy for you to protect what's important. Get an agent that gets you and your fist bumps. Call State Farm agent Paul Brooks in Wichita at 316-721-8181.
Create an estate plan that values what you value. The Biblical Estate Design Service from MB Foundation is a will planning service that brings your faith into the process of preparing a God-honoring estate plan. Many donors of Tabor College have used this service to create their plan and have chosen to leave a gift to the college, a gift that will have a lasting impact on future generations of Tabor students. Learn more at mbfoundation.com/Tabor and get started on your plan today.
MB Foundation, giving meaning to money.
Hillsboro, Kansas. As you caught a shot of some of the guys, there's about a half a dozen to 10 guys over there. And if you hear a lot of noise in the background, those guys are the ones actually making most of it. So appreciate their efforts here, cheering these ladies on. Tabor now, after trailing by, I believe, at least 4. It's 15-14 Blue Jays. Tammy Steinbacher now sends a good one over, and Queering just makes them pay for it. Tell you what, Tammy's done a really nice job mixing up her serves, some short stuff, and then she hits one a little firmer and to the back like that, and they're not expecting it. Nice serve again. That's going to be over the antenna. Good effort there, but I couldn't tell which Aggie that was. A nice hustle. Got a hand on it, just couldn't quite keep it in play. Tabor now up 17-14. And we have an out of rotation on the Aggies. As Coach McNeil knew it, he was walking up to the official already. I'm sure he gave him a little help with that. But the official right on top of it already had it called right when the serve was struck. So So Steinbacher now really rattling off some points for Tabor. Now good, and there it is, and short little dink serve. And she's just dialed in right now. I don't want to jinx her, but she's just doing an outstanding job. We have another timeout, and we're going to stay here with you. We got a few more announcements to cover here. Hopefully this is the last set as Tabor widened out a lead now, 19-14. If you just joined us, just again, information for you. If you want to come to a game here at Tabor, you do need a ticket for volleyball and football. You do not need one for soccer. You can buy those at tabor.edu/tickets. Find your event and purchase your ticket for $5. Again, if you're listening and you are a lifetime pass member or a Blue Jay backer that is on the level that you get a free ticket, you call the athletic department if you do not know, and we'll tell you how to get a free ticket. Again, if you want to follow the Blue Jays, a one-stop shop type, I guess you want to call it, if you go to kcacsports.com, that's kcacsports.com, click on the COVID-19 button, and every institution in our conference is supposed to, and I know they did have all their guidelines if you want to go to an event there posted, whether or not they allow visiting fans, if they do, how to get tickets, if you need them, and etc. So back with you, Tabor now up 19-14, and Cammie Steinbacher just on a roll here serving. And as I say that, I jinxed her, but she had done a great job, brought us from, I believe, behind, and now was a 5-point lead, now a 4-point lead. So we see a couple new Aggies check into the game. And back to serve for them is number 16, Mckenna Clement, a 5'2" senior from Borger, Texas. That's a nice serve. Tabor is going to be challenged with breaking some momentum as it's 19-16. Coach McNeil going to try to slow it down here with a sub as he has Barta checking in for Taylor Morrow. Clement again with a serve, and she doesn't jump. She just winds up, and it's all arm. And she's not a very tall person, but she knows how to hit it to where it goes over and down quickly. Two impressive serves there by the senior. Queering, though, sends it straight to the floor, and there's the 20. Tabor up 20-17. Sends it to the back row. And Tabor kind of beneficiaries of a lucky bounce maybe off the ceiling that time as they let everybody kind of ease up for a minute, and then Rhodes just dumps it right over into the gap. 21-17 Tabor here in set number 4, leading 2-1. Time Queering can't quite connect. Gets that into the net. Be sure you stay around for afterwards. We'll watch some highlights of the contest, and we will have a talk with Coach Mike McNeil. Tabor, as Burns checks in for Dirksen. Tabor now up 22-18. Maldonado back to serve for the Blue Jays. Rhodes now setting that up to Burns, and there's a block. Aggies team has some very athletic players on their team. Got some size, got some ladies who can really hit the ball. Have a setter who's really a nice setter. She's 6 foot tall. That helps. Tabor holding their own. Query puts it over and down, 23-19. As Carmazin is checking back in for Steinbacher. To Maldonado, and Barta knocks it over. So 23-20. Sanchez back in. Sanchez's MO on her serve has just been a nice soft serve right to the middle of the floor. You think it'd be very easy to pass and to put away. There it is again. Barta from the right side, as she has done some this set. And that freshman from Brazil, that time for the Aggies, puts it in the net. So Tabor up 24-20. Is out. That's going to be the match. Tabor, impressive tonight. Although they dropped one set, 25-20 in the fourth set. As you see, both teams just wave, and they're not being disrespectful by any means, but that is with the new COVID guidelines. They don't shake hands. They kind of wave. There's a highly contested contest this evening. And we're going to take a break and listen to some sponsors and hear some highlights. We'll be back with Coach Mike McNeil here in just a bit.
Panzer Chiropractic Clinic is a supporter of Tabor College and proud to treat our Tabor students and athletes. Panzer Chiropractic Clinic offers affordable chiropractic care for the entire family. We offer spinal adjustments and cold laser therapy, decompression and flexion distraction therapy, and are board certified in acupuncture as well as DOT certified. Come see us at 122 South Main Street in Hillsboro or call Panzer Chiropractic Clinic for an appointment today at 620-947-3157.
Since 1962, the Eitzen Agency has specialized in insurance for churches, colleges, and faith-based ministries. As an independent insurance agency representing Brotherhood Mutual and other fine companies, they can find the right policy for you at the best price. For more information, call the Eitzen Agency at 800-375-2553 or go online to EitzenAgency.com. That's EITZEN agency.com. The Eitzen Agency, proudly supporting Tabor College athletics for 3 generations. There's a new Vive in town. Experience it with our crazy fast internet speeds from our fiber-backed network. Phew, finally, a broadband connection that can keep up with you. Need a customized solution to power your business with phone, internet, or managed services? Say hello to Vive. We're here to simplify your life with technology that works. See how at vivebroadband.com. That's VYVE broadband.com. It's time to turn your Vive on.
Hillsboro Ford is your local, family-owned and operated full-service Ford dealer, serving Marion County and the surrounding areas. Come and see us at Hillsboro Ford for all of your automotive needs. Whether it's purchasing a new or used vehicle or visiting our well-trusted service department, our staff is committed to give you a top-notch experience. We service every make and model and can handle all service jobs, including tires. We're at 202 South Main Street in downtown Hillsboro and online at hillsborofordks.net. Hillsboro Ford, where service makes the difference.
We're back here at Tabor College Gymnasium, home of the Blue Jays, and joined now by head coach Mike McNeil. And coach, you're still perfect here at home, but you're not perfect set-wise. You dropped one tonight, but that first set, you kind of got out, kind of going back and forth, and you ladies really took control. Speak about that first set a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good team over there at Oklahoma Panhandle. A lot of big hitters, a lot of big energy, huge block they put up on us. Credit to that team. They have a bright future being their first game. That first set was a fun one, back and forth. Could have gone either way. And credit to this team, credit to our girls. They fought for it. They battled through, served tough, and that was a fun first one.
Well, in the second set, you guys kind of seemed to take control. You're up 17-11. Then the next thing we knew, we were down, and all of a sudden they kind of stole that second set.
Yeah, no, that's a good team, and that's a good team over there. They can jump on anyone pretty quick, and we got to them a little bit, serve and pass, and that was good.
Well, then the third and the fourth set were kind of similar. I mean, you guys kind of really took control of it. They played well, and I made the comment they had some good hitters, they had some athletes. Probably the most athletic group that's been here to play us, I would say.
Yeah.
But I thought your ladies showed a lot of poise, and your ladies are still a young team as far as cohesiveness. They might be juniors and a couple of seniors, but you're playing some freshmen. But they really showed a lot, I thought, coming together in those last couple sets.
Yeah, definitely. From finding the weaknesses, and Emma did a great job tonight, getting a little more play time than normal out there, and did a really good job running the court, finding the open hitter, and then executing.
Well, one thing I noticed is Haley's always on the left side, and she did really well the first set. Second set, she's a little frustrated. I know you pulled her out and talked to her a little bit. Then the fourth set, you kind of snuck her to the right side. Was that kind of by design, or is that to get her going again, or why? She doesn't hit much from the right side, so why switch her tonight?
Yeah, so in a 6-2 rotation, what we normally do, 6-2, having two setters, 6 hitters. She will be front row right side one time out of serve receive, and she did a good job. We knew that they were camping on our middles, and Haley has a strong arm on the right side there, and just with the success our middles had, I haven't seen numbers yet, but with the success they'd had, they did a good job of forcing them to play that middle a little bit more, so that opened up the outside swing. And then when they didn't play on the middle, then our middles are back in there swinging hard.
So what do you got to improve on a little bit moving forward? You're really going to start getting into conference play a lot now. I know you've played one conference match. That's pretty much what you have left, I believe, except for maybe I know you play Kansas Christian later. But what's something that you're really going to have to step up yet even more for conference play?
There's no little things. And just making sure that the little stuff of just passing that ball a little tight of the net, a little bit more in system, allowing our hitters to just get that feel a little bit more, with that, just that consistency. As you mentioned, we're a fairly young team still and fairly just new to each other, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, but, we're working on that timing, working on that consistency of being up and setters to hitters and just so many things that just focus on the small details right now and knowing that small things make big things possible. And so we saw that tonight. And our passers, they did a great job keeping that ball in play and got beat a few times by some tough servers and some really good on their side there. But but for those servers, we don't get good offense, and just the little things of Emma just holding that set a little longer, being deceptive, and then pushing that ball quick to those hitters. A lot of good stuff there that we saw. And so we're just going to continue working on cleaning it up. That hopefully is the look that we'll have here in the future of just doing a lot of middles so that it opens up outside stuff, and knowing that if our middles are successful, everything else kind of falls in line. So
good. Well, thanks for joining us, Coach. And again, Tabor wins tonight in 4 sets. They won the first one, dropped the second one, and came back well in sets 3 and 4. They really controlled pretty much all the sets that they won, really in control. And so now the Tabor moves to still 1-0 in conference play, 7-3 overall. And Coach, real quick, what's up next for you? I can't remember with all these changes of all the sports I'm working with. So
this weekend we are we're home actually this weekend.
Oh, that's right, the try.
With York coming to us, York and Bethany. So we play York Saturday at 1, and we play 6 Bethany, with them playing each other in the middle there.
Good deal. Well, come out and join the Blue Jays and cheer them on here. If you can't, definitely watch on the stream there at home. But if you can get out here to the gym, be sure to get online again at tabor.edu/tickets. Find the match, purchase your ticket, and so you can come on in and cheer them on. Your tickets will be good all day long for all matches. But again, Coach, thanks for joining us, and good luck this Saturday.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep.